Right away they slap hands. Both guys aggressive collar ties here. These guys both slightly larger competitors here, so looking to start getting the passing going right away is Filiberto, and Mohamed Keenan playing on his back here, might be thinking to hunt the legs. Looking for an arm drag here, trying to get straight to the back. Filiberto fights back up to his feet. Mohamed sitting straight down again. Moving side to side here, and Filiberto staying heavy here on top, not letting Mohamed get in on the legs, get any kind of isolations here.
Filiberto is a former collegiate wrestler, so expect a lot of tap pressure and a lot of heavy hips from him, especially being at this weight class.
I'm not sure exactly what weight this is at. Both these guys pretty large guys. I would guess north of 200. Good side-to-side movement here from Filiberto. Good side-to-side movement here. Mohamed looking to collect the leg here.
Mohamed, the product of Torres Martial Arts from Miguel Torres, MMA legend in the area. One of my old training partners and teammates. Shout out to Miguel. All his guys are always coming to fight. Still doing a good job controlling those hips. Mohamed is showing some good guard work for a big guy.
Filiberto kind of looking to set up a body lock pass here, but double butterfly hook staying strong here from Mohamed. Looking for a quick pass and is able to find the side control here, but
Mohamed showing really good flexibility and mobility for a larger competitor.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm guessing these guys might be around 205ers, and they're looking tough.
And Filiberto just patiently moving side to side, making Mohamed kind of do a lot of work here in the guard to try to keep guard composure.
This match is a little slower paced than most we've seen today. Again, being the two biggest competitors of the day, that's not too surprising.
It's been slow, but no shortage of intensity, though.
And they're working. Both guys are definitely working.
Mohamed just he's trying to just get an off balance here and try to find an opening, but Filiberto's not really giving him much to work with here.
No, he looks very strong from the top. And again, with that good wrestling background, with strong jiu-jitsu from his Gracie Barra team, he's going to be hard to deal with when he's on top. He's not going to leave many openings. I do like the amount of distance and movement Filiberto's using in his passing. He's not just trying to land him. He's using a lot of movement. It's making Mohamed use a lot of energy to try to recover the guard. And sometimes in these longer matches, especially when these guys are newer in the blue belt level guys, they're not used to going 10 minutes. And being able to recover guard that much, that long, can wear you out. Since Filiberto's controlling the pace here, that's a smart strategy.
Filiberto,
as we said, Mohamed enters the leg, but Filiberto is aware and pulls right out.
And so that was a big hand showed there, and Mohamed taking a big breath of the air here. I mean, these guys are, Mohamed in particular, very muscular guy. Moving like this and fending off these passes is going to take a toll on you, especially over the course of a 10-minute match. We're about just halfway through the match here.
Starting to hear some bigger, deep breaths now coming from the mat after we're 5 minutes in. And again, the pace is now starting to pick up a little bit. Both guys are starting to get past that feeling out process and are kind of starting to put it out. Miguel Torres asking for an arm drag from his fighter. But Phil's doing a really good job not leaving those elbows out, keeping those elbows inside, which makes an arm drag difficult. I like the head pressure from Filberto, pulling down on Muhammad's head, not letting him be so calm in the guard. That's a great way, again, to wear your opponent out. I think they've definitely worked on his pacing and his conditioning to really try to wear his opponent out. Something you're seeing more and more of in higher levels of grappling.
And Filberto seems to still be pretty fresh here, not really seem to be breathing too heavy, whereas Muhammad seems to be breathing pretty heavy here. I mean, trying to defend these passes side to side, it gets tiring, and as we say that, Filberto, after many pass attempts, grinded Muhammad enough out to finally secure a pass here.
But Muhammad rolls
Muhammad,
right
big
away.
harpoon sweep. And this is Muhammad's best moment here.
That was a lot of energy.
Ton of energy used, but
Now he's on top.
pretty well-deserved energy here because now he finds himself in a front headlock position.
Again, against someone with a good wrestling background, it'll be interesting to see a strategy. It's going to be hard to wrestle through.
Filberto might be looking to sit out here, considering that it's hard to see what kind of control that Mo's using here.
He's looking for the guillotine, but opts to sit guard.
Opts to sit back, and now Muhammad finds himself in the same position after using a ton of different energy,
And now gets passed again.
Yeah, this is a tough place to be here for Muhammad because now he's tired. Filberto's still relatively fresh.
Yeah, I think that pass was as much from the attrition from the earlier passes as it was the pass itself.
Yes.
And again, as we get close to overtime, again, this is where you have to start thinking about how much energy is Mo going to have left in his tank. But that, again, as we saw in some of our earlier matches when it looked like the dominant player in the regulation was going to be able to coast in overtime. That is not always going to be the case. Mo, again, with some inversions to get back to his guard. But, again, that is a lot of energy for a big guy to be inverting and spinning through.
Absolutely.
7 or 8 minutes into a match.
Yeah, and this is tough. This is tough here because Filberto smells blood. He knows his opponent's tired. But it's going to be, it's going to be tricky here to pull off a submission, though. He has been able to get positional dominance, but in a submission-only match, the real only benefit you get from that is just wear and tearing your opponent. And if this goes to regulation, clearly Filberto's going to be the fresher competitor. But, we see a lot of times in these EBI overtime matches where somebody gets, bested in regulation, but then overtime happens and then they, steal away the match. So we'll see how this happens here. And then good side-to-side movement here from Filberto. And Muhammad is just sucking air, just trying to survive right now. He's trying to escape out the back door.
Every time we say that, he has something else left in the tank.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he is
he's tough.
Definitely well-conditioned and moves really, really well off his back for a big guy. You don't see this a lot. And just a ton of side-to-side movement. But, I mean, this is a tough puzzle to solve here because you got a guy that on top, you cannot get any off balances. You can't get any elevation. I mean, this is a tough spot to be for Muhammad here. We've got just over a minute left here in the match.
As we're getting towards that overtime, again, when we get to these newer competitors we haven't seen and that don't have a ton of EBI experience, it'll be very interesting to see on their strategies as they get to overtime. If they're going to opt for spiderweb or back, if they're going to try to worry about ride time or submissions, and in a match that neither guy's really gotten close to any submissions. We don't really know where these guys stack up, where they kind of play. We haven't seen a lot more than passing and escaping in this fight.
Yeah,
Muhammad, and as we say, Muhammad gets a leg entry.
He gets a leg entry. We'll see how much gas he's got in the tank.
It looks like Filberto's leg is free, but as I say that, Muhammad exposes.
Yeah, it's tough here.
This short in the match, it's going to be tough to finish this.
He's got 30 seconds to work here.
The knee is inside the knee line. I just don't know if he'll have the position off balance.
Yeah, this is tough when you're in that sort of smash Tenkaku position here, and he's going to have to really kind of go for a Hail Mary here and use a ton of energy to try to elevate him, but it's so tough.
And Filberto gets out.
Yeah, Filberto is just too strong, too heavy.
He might sit back for his
own. As we say that, he's starting to get the leg exposure.
And there we are in regulation. We're going to be hitting the OT rounds. Looks like we're going to do a spider web to start this overtime round. With Filberto on top, looking for the armbar. Mo definitely looks tired.
Yeah, Muhammad just trying to recompose himself here. Seems to barely lock his hands together.
As strong as Muhammad has looked out. Oh! And a quick escape.
Very explosive escape here.
Again, with the guys as good in escaping like Muhammad was through overtime, that is not surprising.
Yeah, and the arm was broken free, but he was able to get the top leg off of his head to come up on top.
Now we'll see if he chooses the back or the arm. It looks like he's going for the back.
And a lot of times we see this where you get dominated in regulation.
Yeah. We'll see how Phil's back defense is. Either way, we got to think about the ride time. That was just a few seconds.
Yeah, a few seconds here. There are three overtime rounds here, so
we'll see if Muhammad. Obviously, now he's already passed the ride time,
and you can't
but
help.
Phil doing a good job clearing his first hip.
Yeah, the bottom hook is still in here, and
he gets a quick escape. So no big ride time advantage. Definitely slightly in the favor of Muhammad, but very, very short ride times for both guys. Probably about 5 seconds for Phil and maybe about 25 seconds for Mo. And now this time Phil's going to opt for the back. I think he feels how tired Mo is, and he thinks this is probably a smarter strategy in the second round.
Yep.
Again, Mo showed really good explosive movements defensively, so let's see if he can do it again. And as we say that,
he's exploding hard to the side here.
Muhammad doing a good job. He's starting to clear the hips.
Yeah, and he's trying to fight the head position here. Filberto's head is still on the bottom here, so
looks like a little bit of a recovery from Phil's hips. But
and it looks like the choke might be in here.
It might be in. It's not behind the hand is over the head. This could be an interesting sequence. Muhammad looks to be defending, and Phil looks to be using a lot of arm energy here.
Yeah, but looks like Mo's able to turn away.
He's not escaped yet.
He's not escaped. He's got to escape that elbow.
Trap.
He's got to escape that elbow.
Oh, we might have an arm triangle.
And he's out.
But Muhammad escapes. Now both guys look really tired.
Yeah, both guys using a ton of energy. I would still say Filberto's probably the fresher one here.
The Gracie Baja crowd is really cheering for Filberto, trying to get him more energy. We'll see if it can work for him. That definitely was the longest of the ride so far.
And Muhammad
looks so tired.
He's looking like he hates life right now, but he'll be happy watching this later for sure.
Let's see if we can get a change. Again, no body triangles for either guy.
Yeah, for these bigger guys, it can be tough to get the body triangle here.
And you wonder on the experience with the EBI rule set. Looks like Filberto's doing a good job trying to get this hip free.
He's able to clear that hook.
But he's not up. And Filberto escapes.
Filberto able to escape. I think Filberto's ahead here, possibly. Yeah. Well, the first round, though, I don't know. I think he's close.
I would guess Filberto's slightly ahead in the right time.
Probably slightly ahead, yep.
But we have one more round. We'll see what they choose. I'm assuming he's going to choose the back again to try to get that ride time up.
And this is a very, very crucial last overtime period here.
Yeah, the fight probably will be decided in the ride time in these rounds.
Yep.
Mo really has to get out quick. I can see if one guy can get the submission.
Mo's trying real hard here.
No body triangle again.
Yeah, he's able to escape the hip. But again, Filberto doing a good job with the head position here.
Yep. And he's able to trap the hip back up. That could be the key thing right there. He was able to get his hip back underneath
Mo. It looks like he might be trying to feed in a choke here. It looks like another shallow choke here, though. It's kind of hard to see from our angle.
And it looks a little deeper now.
And it looks like this could be real tight here. Hard to tell from our angle. And the figure four looks like it could be locked in here.
It does look like the figure four.
It looks like he might be losing it here. Hard to see.
No matter what, Filberto's pulling up the ride time.
Yeah, he's accumulating the ride time here, and he's survived the choke. And the body triangle is set here.
Again, the choke is being set again.
Oh, and this is a stronger figure 4 because we are on the choking side now. Oh, and he's not able to
fighting
secure.
the hands. Phil, again, this could be the right time that Filberto needed to kind of clinch this fight.
And we'll see if Mo survives this. He might just have to go for a YOLO armbar here.
And he finally gets the escape.
He gets the escape.
So he's going to need either a really long ride or a submission. My guess is that he's going to go for the back, but we'll see.
I would guess he's probably going to go for the armbar here.
And we'll see where he sets.
It looks like he's going for the armbar, which I think is the right decision here.
His back has not really given him
Yeah,
the best option.
he knows he's gone on the ride time. He's felt his back. I think this is the right decision. I think he should thread the other arm through, though.
Yeah, I would choose to go the other way.
Yeah, I would choose to thread the other arm so that your other arm can be by the hip here.
Oh,
he gets the arm! Oh my God!
Mohammed gets the arm!
Oh my Lord!
What a finish!
What a match! What a match!
That is
oh my God!
These subs can come anywhere. Some heart by both competitors, but Mohammed gets the armbar in overtime.
What a match, Mohammed! Despite struggling in regulation.